I'm Adam Gray. I have another Stagecrafters interview, this time for the upcoming production of Stagecrafters Youth Theater's The Wizard of Oz. I am here with Grace Drysdale, who is playing Glinda and Auntie M, and Rocco Morrow, who is playing the role of Scarecrow, and I suppose someone in the black and white portion, right?
His name's Hunk. Yeah, okay. The farmer.
Hunk and Scarecrow.
Yeah.
So I'm here with the two of them, and we are going to talk a little bit about the show, and we're going to talk a little bit about their experiences and their aspirations for the future. But let's start talking about the show. It is The Wizard of Oz. Anybody hearing this is probably somewhat familiar with the story. A girl named Dorothy has her house picked up by a tornado, lands in a magical world. She lands the house on someone. She meets some friends. She's off to see the wizard, and eventually they melt the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah.
What has it been like working on this movie as a musical, as a show?
It's been really fun. I feel like it's really cool to see that theaters are still putting this show on because, you know, the movie came out so long ago. The book was written in like the 1910s. And it just goes to show, you know, how compelling this story is that people from all ages still want to put this show on and sort of do this thing. Yeah,
definitely. It also, of course, now with the whole thing about Wicked, everyone is like even more into the like Oz world, and people are learning about it, and they're like, oh, that's like based off of this, and this is that. And so now putting it on stage is such a cool experience because so many people come see it, and all the little kids will get to see it, and who knows, maybe it's their first theater experience, and they get to see Wizard of Oz. So it's such a cool thing to be able to do for people.
Yeah. So the characters that you are playing, of course, these are famous storied characters. I want to ask you first, Grace, what has it been like getting into the role of Glinda?
It's been so fun. I've been exploring which side of Glinda to use. The directors were saying, like, you can sneak a little bit of, like, Ariana and Kristen in there and get some of the goofy side of Glinda and, like, the relationship between her and the Wicked Witch. And so that's super fun to explore, like, which lines to be like, I know you in the background. No one else knows this. And so it's super fun. And I've always loved Wizard of Oz. And so playing this role it's such a like fun experience that I get to fulfill.
Yeah. I would actually agree with you on that. I feel like, you know, I've played characters in the past that have been in movies and have had tons of iterations like Scarecrow. And I feel like it's always super hard to like toe the line between like, you know, imitation and making it my own thing. So I really tried to incorporate like every iteration into my thing without being a complete carbon copy of anything, you know, just trying to pay homage while still making it my own.
That's great. You mentioned you have the whole index. You've got your Fierro, you've got your Michael Jackson from The Wiz, you've got your Ray Bolger from the original movie.
Oh, yeah.
And so you try to balance between all those.
For sure. And it's kind of a luxury to have such great performances to like research and look back on. Like every single version of the Scarecrow that I've seen has been just stellar performances. So it really gives you a sense of like who this character is and how he's supposed to be played.
Well, the people who come see this show will get to see some stellar performances too.
Sure.
This particular show, this production, I know there are two directors, Emily Flarkowski and Josh Gray. What has it been like working with them and working with two directors in general?
It's so awesome. Josh and Emily are so different, yet they work so well together because of that fact. Like Josh definitely helps bring out the big character moments, and he's very good at like making you visualize what he's trying to say. Whereas Emily is very good at sort of grounding things and, you know, sort of logistical things. Like I would say it's like a two-headed attack. Like they very much complement each other well. There's a great synergy there.
Yeah, they both like give you the opportunity to explore your character while still giving you structured like, okay, I want you to do this and I want you to do this, but then bring your own feel into it. And it's very different here than it is elsewhere, because I feel like other theaters and other places I've been, they're just very like, okay, I want you to move here, and then I want you to go stage left, and I want you to go here. But they're very okay, be flexible with it. And like, you can take up the stage, and like this moment, we want you to be welcoming and you're introducing yourself and you're bigger here. But then this place, like, yeah, they're just very, I don't know what the word is, but like together.
Simpatico.
Like, yes.
Yeah. Like,
They're actors, directors.
yes, for sure. 100%. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the two of you told me when we were talking before this interview that you were both in Shrek.
Yes.
Here at Stagecrafters a couple of years ago. And there were just some really good stories from that production that I think are fun to share in a venue like this. I guess the end of one of the shows had something happen with the music, and then more happened after that. Can we tell a little bit about that story?
Yeah, so, I mean, everyone always is like, okay, it's live theater, like anything can happen.
Right.
And so...
anything did happen.
Yes. And so it was one of our shows, and we were singing the final song, This Is Our Story, and it was going great. We're going great. And then all of a sudden the music cuts out, and we're like, okay, well, they told us just keep going. Like, the music cuts out, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just keep singing. And so we just kept singing. And it was like the most wholesome, connecting moment that I have experienced in theater. Everyone was just like having so much fun and so much adrenaline. And like one person was beatboxing, and it actually like stayed on beat. And it was so motivating, and someone got a video of it, and so we were all like, oh my gosh, that was so cool.
That's still to this day one of my favorite theater moments of all
definitely.
time. Every show I feel like does some sort of teamwork exercise to get everybody to sort of, just be a team. And that felt like the defining moment where we were like, we can do this show, rain or shine. Like, the adrenaline was nuts. That was awesome.
Yeah.
I hear, Rocco, you were in that show. You played Shrek
Yes.
in that show, title character. I hear you had a costume malfunction.
Yeah. So I had a prosthetic nose, and it was like glued on with, I believe, like spirit gum or something like that. And because I'm wearing like this big suit, and like it was the hottest thing I've ever worn in my life, and I'm wearing the ball cap and everything, I would just get super sweaty, so the nose would like fall off, like the adhesive would just corrode, and like so my nose fell off during a show, and I had to improvise a little bit, so I just went, let me see if the Scottish accent's still there, but I had to go, ogres are like chameleons. When their noses fall off, they grow back overnight. And I love doing improv, though. It's so fun. So
it was so cool.
A little scary, but
we were
fun.
all trying to hold in our laugh. We're like, oh my gosh, okay, we can't laugh. Like,
Did the nose get put back on for the next scene?
Yes. Yeah. There was actually, I believe it was Sophie. Shout out Sophie LaValle. She came back, and she was like, it was like surgery. Like, she was like, okay, gotta get it back on. It was nuts. It was so fun.
Then the big question for me is, are you wearing a prosthetic nose for The Wizard of Oz?
I'm not. Like, shout out to our amazing makeup team, because a lot of people might think that I am, like, when they look at me on stage, but our makeup is just so top notch that like we don't really need to do any of that. So,
So Scarecrow nose that's all you. Just
it's all my nose. Yeah. So,
no danger that it's going to fall off.
Exactly.
All right. Well, one question that I think is appropriate for me to ask to kind of finish up here, given that this is a youth theater show, is your future aspirations for the theater as you move forward. Grace, what do you think of for the future past the world of Glinda? What kinds of roles do you want to play in the future? And how do you want your theater experience to evolve?
Yeah, I mean, I want to continue theater for the rest of my life. I think this is like my thing. This is what brings me so much joy and fulfillment. And I feel so like connected to everyone else around me. And so I definitely want to continue doing that. And I think definitely a dream role is Glinda in Wicked.
Yes.
I can't get enough of her. But that's definitely been the dream role, and that's kind of what I'm hoping for. I love playing comedic characters, and so she's such a bubbly energy. Yeah, I mean, Glinda and just anything, honestly. Like, I just want to keep going.
Nice.
Great.
Yeah.
How about yourself, Rocco?
Yeah, I kind of just, I definitely want to continue doing theater, but I kind of don't want to, get stuck playing the same type of character or approaching things in the same way, because I feel like, when you kind of lose your stink, so to speak, and you start playing the same characters and approaching everything the same way, kind of lose the fun of what live theater is and like what acting is as a whole. So yeah, for dream roles, I would love to play Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man, in Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark, the musical based off of Spider-Man. I know that there was some like controversy. Like I know people got hurt, but like I feel like technology is so much more advanced nowadays. Like I don't know if anybody's seen The Lost Boys, but you can't see the wires and any of that. I feel like just swinging around stage being Spider-Man, so sick. It'd be awesome.
All right. Well, future directors, you heard it here first.
Yes.
Rocco really wants to play Spider-Man, and he never wants to play Scarecrow again. So we're going to eliminate that one. He doesn't want to get put into the same buckets. Well, we are wrapping this up. I guess I just wanted to ask the two of you, is there anything else you wanted to share about the show or anything you wanted to say to anybody listening?
I mean, I was thinking about this, how Wizard of Oz, it was one of the first Technicolor movies, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And so I think it's so cool how it's like evolved from being the first, I think, don't quote me on it, the first Technicolor movie, and then coming now to like the stage and how we have so much cool technology and like an amazing team to help us bring the show to life, painting the sets and the costumes that we're changing from black and white into color. And it's so cool how we've grown from that being the first one, and now we have so many like cool things.
So consider that a teaser. They will be doing something with the black and white and the color in the show. You got to come to the show to see what it is.
Yeah. I also just want to add that, I think the message of the show is something that is very important now more than ever, which is just simply to believe in yourself. Mm-hmm. You know, our 4 heroes, so to speak, they go on this journey in search of stuff that they find out they already have inside of them. And I think that's really important, for any kids, even like adults, you just got to believe in yourself. Yeah. And I feel like you can do anything. You can follow that yellow brick road.
Yeah.
All right. That is a wonderful message. And thank you again to Rocco and Grace for having this conversation and sharing it with anybody listening out there. And everybody listening out there, make sure to get your tickets to The Wizard of Oz